It's poison day. Let's go. First day of chemo. Mind you, I've received the port. It gave me trouble. My body was rejecting it. Don't want this mess. Doesn't want this mess. But I made it through. The lymph node surgery done. They took out 5. And I think out of 5 that they took out, 3 showed, how can I put it, that the cancer was growing. So they was like, we got to hit this, and we got to hit this hard. So here we go. So here I am being told that not only am I going to be on 1 drug, I'm going to be on 2. Not only 2, 3, not only 3, 4. Oh, sorry. 4 separate chemo drugs. Poisons. Again, here we go. Here are the names. First one is Perjeta. Second, carboplatin. Third, Taxotere. Fourth, Herceptin. Today they call that the TCHP, early stage HER2 plus for breast cancer patients. Back then, everything was a trial. Perjeta was new, so I did a lot of research. Like I said before, I did a lot of research on this drug, making sure that it was FDA approved. The other ones, of course, was already in play. So right now, here I am. Everything's set up. So again, after a lot of research, I found out where I needed to have these, because when insurance is in play, guys, listen, when insurance is in play, it is very important to find out how much your out-of-pocket is going to be for this poison, because each one, we talking thousands, $30,000 for 1 injection of this stuff, 1 bag of this mess, right? So, and it varies. So take it back a little bit. Lymph node stuff, be careful about lymphedema. Search, research. Make sure you never get a blood pressure cup in that arm from where, you had that surgery done. You had a mastectomy, we'll get to that too. That's a big thing too. No blood pressure, no needles, ever in that arm where they did any lymph node removal. Okay, keep that in mind. So again, back to poison day. So here we go. Again, about insurance and things of that nature. Found out who's going to pay for what, how much help I can get from hospitals, how much help I can get from the facility, how much help I can get from organizations all over the world, and especially in your state. So my team, we all together, and I'm talking about my family. So we got together. Like I said, I did all the research myself. So in one facility at the cancer center, I'm going to get 1 drug. After I get that 1 drug on this first day of poison, I'm going to the hospital to get the other 3. So my day was long. Started in the morning and it didn't end until the evening. So here we go. Family's with me. I think my husband and was it 1 daughter or both daughters? The twins. So yeah, so poison day. So of course, I'm scared out of my mind. We don't know what to expect. All the reading you've done doesn't prepare you for this very, very moment. Nothing does. Of course, I got my blanket, I got my bag full of everything. We got snacks, crocheting, we got puzzles, we got games, any and everything you can do to take your mind off of what your body is about to go through. It's terrifying, okay? So this is actually 2 days or 1 day before Thanksgiving in November. So again, it started in October. Here it is, November, day before Thanksgiving. Yeah. So that part. So here we go. I got hit, at Ports Access. I've already put my numbing cream on. I'm ready. So Ports Access, let's go. Get the first dosage. I'm feeling all right. Let's move on to the hospital. It's time to get the other 3. So this process was a little bit longer than expected because, they have to call out to the pharmacy, get all your drugs up, make sure everything's straight. All that good stuff. Your name here, your name there, birthday here, birthday there. I get all dosed up. Get home, everything's okay. I'm still able to eat. And I'm like, okay, this may not be so bad. Okay, it may not be so bad. Fast forward, it's Thanksgiving. My entire family's there. Mom, brother, sister, sister-in-law, niece, grandkids. You know, and they're like, hey, we come to love on you for Thanksgiving. Me and my husband cooked. He was like, Sheila, I know you may not be, up for it, because he did his own research and his own reading. And so little did I know, he was kind of prepared for the absolute worst of it. You know what I mean? But I wasn't. No, I was not. I was like, okay, I'm holding on. I'm holding on. So boy, I'm sitting at the table and I'm like, baby, I'm going to make it to the table. So I walked him through Thanksgiving and we had a wonderful Thanksgiving. It still tasted really, really great. So good job, hubby. Even my mom was impressed. So yay, wonderful Thanksgiving. Everybody was impressed. We had a good time. And I'm going to take this back a little bit, mind you, prior to, because he said, I'm going to lose all my hair. And so what I had my husband do, I had him cut off most of my hair so I wouldn't wake up in the distress of it all being in my hands or all over the pillow or inside my bonnet scarf or whatever. You know what I mean? So, so I had him cut it down so it was pretty short. But then when everybody saw me, they were like, Sheila, you're looking good. And I'm eating Thanksgiving dinner. It's a beautiful day, just like it's about to be on this Christmas as we speak. Beautiful day. We're outside. We're enjoying it. We're enjoying nature. Kids are playing all outside and all that good stuff. So we had a wonderful Thanksgiving. So fast forward 3 weeks later, it's time to get hit again. Mind you, I'm supposed to get this for 6 cycles every 3 weeks prior to getting this breast removed off my chest. Okay, all that mess removed off my chest. So fast forward 3 weeks, second cycle. All right, I get hit again. I'm like, okay, so again, Progetta at one place, the other 3 at the other, which are carboplatin, taxotere, Herceptin. Okay, back at the hospital. Let's get it. I'm feeling all right. Me and my daughter, we taking pictures. All right, yay, I'm in this thing. Let's go, y'all. We doing it, sharing everything with family along the way. That second time was kind of, I was like, okay, I'm feeling a bit taken back, a little bit winded, and I'm like, okay. So again, my husband like, okay, you still doing good right now. None of that ugly stuff has really started, And, yeah. And even that day, he surprised me with a Pokemon jumper. I love jumpers. I love onesies to wear to bed. So I got my Pokemon jumper on and I posed with my little yellow Pokemon jumper with the little tail and everything. And I was like, yeah, I'm in the game, Round 2, let's go. Round 3. 3 weeks later, mind you, one twin I had to send off to the Marines because it was her life. And I'm going to talk about this life-altering thing as well, how it just tears it up. Now, mind you, again, I was working, operating a nonprofit, and my life. And the people's lives around me was hurt. Like I said, the other daughter working, going to school, and I was not going to disrupt anybody's life. Absolutely not, because everybody worked so hard to get where they were wanting to go and wanting to be in their life. So as the mama bear that I am, I was like, oh no, you're going to go. Oh no, we're going to get you there. Oh no, we got to keep grinding. You know what I mean? Because no matter what happens to me, your life is going to keep going. Okay? I'm going to stay within you, but your life is going to keep going. And that's what I want for you. You want that for yourself. So let's do this thing. So yeah, that part. You know what I mean? So, yeah. So again, round 3. That's when my insides felt like mush. It felt like somebody took a blender on the inside of me and grinded me up. And when they were done, they pulled it out. And my body said, I don't need whatever that's in here. and everything started coming out of every exit it could. And that's when my husband said, oh Lord, that is what I was expecting. That is what I did not want. Oh my God. And I was like, yeah, oh my God, you know? And, oh Jesus. In that moment, I said, you know what, because I was still checking that big old spot that I found in the very beginning. And I noticed it was shrinking. Every time I had it, every 3 weeks, it was shrinking, it was shrinking, it was shrinking. So what I did after round 3, I called the doctors because they was prepared. I had my little emergency kit for the vomiting, all that other stuff that come along with the cancer patients. Y'all know what I'm talking about, okay? The emergency kit. So I had that plus all the emergency numbers. And I called. I said, hey, y'all, this ain't gonna work for me. I was ready to quit. I was like, y'all, I love y'all. God knows I do. But this ain't working for me. This is not okay. And again, poison. And still, you read about it. You think about it. You're reading about it. You're researching. And it doesn't come to life until you're in it. And being in it is a whole different ball game. So, my God. Yeah, real quick. So I called. I said, hey, y'all, this thing done shrunk. I'm done. Get this breast off my chest. Get this mess off of me right now. Cut this thing off. I don't want to see it. I don't want to feel it. I don't want no part of it. Get this mess off of me. And it was like, well, no, you got to have 3 more rounds. I said, why? I said, this thing has shrunk. And they said, well, we got to make sure that it had not attached to the wall. And I said, huh? See, they didn't tell me this at first. A lot of things they didn't tell me along the way. I said, what are you talking about? It's not attached to the wall. You want to make sure it's not attached to the wall. Isn't that something you're supposed to make sure in the beginning? Okay? But apparently not. So instead of, of course, they couldn't see. Granted. Bottom line, it was attached to the wall of my chest. So they wanted to make sure that my surgeon had the best outcome when he was going to do the mastectomy. So I had to endure 3 more rounds of that stuff and everything that came along with it. And yes, I went to the bathroom one day and I did this to my hair. And all what I had left started sprinkling inside of the sink like snow. Black little curly snow. But it was black in the sink. And I said, I tried to hold my tears together. I called my husband. I said, it is time. Come home. Cut me bald. I cannot allow cancer to take my hair. I'm going to take my hair first because there's something I got to have some kind of control over. You know what I mean? Because everything else was completely out of control. My life and my vessel. Completely out of control. I did not know what the next moment was going to be for me. The feeling of the next moment. I'm talking eating was the biggest challenge. It was like, I'm hungry. Your body is like craving for substance, but you can't feed it. You're afraid to feed it because everything that goes in, it don't just come out. It shoots out. Like that kind of shoot. It shoots out. And it's just absolutely horrible. It's just absolutely horrible. I'm laughing now, but baby, believe me, I'm crying on the inside because I can still relive this thing as I speak to you all about this journey. And there is nothing about it that I ever want anybody to ever go through. Ever. So, that was a lot. That was a lot to have, crunched all that in this amount of time when it took several months in the beginning. So yeah, that was the poison in the beginning. That was the first 6 cycles of the poison prior to the mastectomy. So now, next, I will talk about the mastectomy. But in the meantime, you all please comment, ask questions. No question is too small. Like, share, read the description, please. There's lots more inside the description. I've been trying to beef it up. Adding things, things about my nonprofit, because that's still my baby. I love it so much, and I will talk about that too. But there are lots on my Facebook website, Facebook page that you can read about it. I haven't been all that, active because of everything that's going on right now, but I'm still active in the lives of the kids and everything, and they still know I'm here. So yeah. So Poison Day, many days of Poison Day in the beginning prior to the mastectomy. So yeah, here we go. Next. So I want to thank you guys for tuning in once again as I talk about poison time. And there are more poison that I have to tell you about. So here we go. All right. So y'all be good till I come back again. I look forward to seeing all your comments and any questions that you may have. And I'm excited, that you guys are on this journey with me for real. My heart goes out to you. My prayers are also with you all because we are all hurting somewhere. And the trials and tribulations of life don't make it any easier. But with God, it is. So if you find it difficult to wonder how can I be better, even in your own life, doesn't have to be hard. Sometimes we learn things differently, so you switch that thing, okay? How can I do good? How can I do good? How can I do good? And I'm talking even to my youngest audience, how can I be good? How can I be good? Don't focus on all the good. Focus on, if I resist the enemy, if I resist doing that negative thing, you'll automatically be doing good. Simple as that. I love you. Sheila's out.